The cost of living is a crucial factor to consider when comparing life in different countries. Many people believe that Israel is cheaper than the United States. This perception often stems from anecdotal evidence and travel experiences. However, a comprehensive analysis reveals a more nuanced reality. To truly understand the cost difference, we must examine various aspects of daily life. These include essential expenses like rent, groceries, transportation, and utilities. For example, the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Tel Aviv is around $1,200, while in New York City, it can be as high as $3,000. Groceries in Israel can cost about $300 per month compared to $400 in the US. Only then can we determine if Israel is truly cheaper, or if this is just a misconception. Contrary to popular belief, Israel is not significantly cheaper than the United States. Data from Numbeo, a cost of living database, shows that the overall cost of living in Israel is only slightly lower than in the US. This difference is marginal, at just 0.3% less when excluding rent. Including rent does widen the gap, as rent in Israel is significantly lower than in the US. For instance, rent in Israel is about 50% lower. However, even with this difference, the overall cost difference remains relatively small. Other factors like higher grocery and transportation costs in Israel offset the savings on rent. For example, gasoline in Israel costs around $6.50 per gallon compared to $3 in the US. Let's delve deeper into specific expenses. While rent is considerably cheaper in Israel, groceries present a mixed bag. Some staples like produce and bread are cheaper, while others like milk are more expensive. For example, a liter of milk costs about $1.50 in Israel compared to 90 cents in the US. Transportation costs are generally higher in Israel, particularly for gasoline, which is about $6.50 per gallon compared to $3 in the US. Utilities also show variations, with basic utilities slightly more expensive in Israel, but mobile and internet services cheaper. Basic utilities in Israel cost around $150 per month, while in the US, they are about $120. These variations highlight the importance of considering individual spending habits when comparing costs. While the cost of living provides a general overview, purchasing power parity, or PPP, offers a more accurate picture of economic well-being. PPP considers the relative costs of goods and services, reflecting the actual purchasing power of consumers. In this regard, the US has a clear advantage. Despite some lower costs in Israel, the PPP in the US is significantly higher. For example, the PPP index in the US is around 100, while in Israel it is about 70. This means that Americans can purchase more goods and services with their income compared to Israelis.